Hello, everyone. Welcome to MOTV. We are live on Women's Entrepreneur Network. We're live over on Momentum Studio page in a number of different groups. And I'm excited to bring you guys this week's topic. And it aligns perfectly with the free event. And yes, I said free event that we are doing in December. So we are going to offer our momentum party in December absolutely free. If you want, you can upgrade and get the swag box that we send out. You don't have to. It's just our gift to you. I know you guys are out there shopping right now and getting all your Black Friday deals, and really it's a little bit different this year, right? So it's not a normal year as far as, the gifts that we're going to be able to do. I know a lot of people are on a tight budget, but everyone still wants to grow their business. So this month for December, for next month actually, so for December, we are doing our momentum party, which is all about funnels and freebies. Basically, it's unmask your freebie, and that's bringing your freebie back to life so that it can do what it was intended to do, and that's to feed your business with leads. And so today's show, we have a couple things for you. We have a momentum mini, which we're going to play, and that's on success. We are here live with you, but we're using our new technology that actually lets us play videos. And so I have a couple things to share with you. We also will go through, we're going to talk a little bit more about how to create a magnetic funnel and then a tech tip, and wrap it all up with questions and answers. But if you're watching live with us, please hashtag live so we know that you're here. We can't see you if you don't chat with us. And if you're feeling really feisty and you want to share out our post so that other people can join us live, that would be awesome. Share the love. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just lay down a little bit of foundation as far as freebies, magnetic freebies are concerned. And it's really common. I'm going to actually put our unmask the freebie link in the chat, so you guys will have that as well. But freebies are meant to introduce people to our awesomeness, right? They're meant to help us showcase our talents, to bring life and cash flow to your business, and also to help the customer on their first steps in the journey and not be the end of it. In other words, we want them to like the freebie and like us enough to go to the next step in the relationship. And Kai always talks about it like a dating process. We have to get their interest first, and then we can start, going on dates and seeing how it goes, and then figuring out if it's a good relationship. We're never going to be able to jump right to getting married in our business and in life, obviously. And really, I've met so many people who've done so much work on their freebie. They've poured their life into it. It's everything. They've spent hours and hours creating this, and it's really drained them because they see that it's not making a difference. People are not signing up for it, and they really wonder, why is it that what I'm doing is not working? What is it, what I'm offering? Is it that my price is wrong? You start second guessing everything in your business when your freebie cannot generate the sales and or leads and or any traffic, and not just that it's not working, but that you're just not hearing anything. So what we are going to cover on today's show is a reverse funnel. So it's basically like looking at things. A reverse model helps you to look at how you start with the end in mind and work back through the steps. So let me go ahead and pull up a couple things while I have you guys on with me. Again, hashtag live if you're watching us on the live, and we will get you we are going to get you the link to sign up for our event. This month is December 10th, and it's from 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And it's, yes, that sounds like a long time, but everyone says it goes super fast because we cram in a ton of value, and you can actually get advice from people who are also business owners, similar, going through similar things, and they can help you really figure out what is wrong in your funnel and or freebie that's causing people to have trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Momentum Mini for you guys.
Hey guys, welcome to another Momentum Mini. Now this is a mini segment meant to give you momentum in just 5 minutes or less. So the question that we want to answer today is success. All of us want it. Why don't we all have it? Now, I'm not going to talk to you about what is success or how do you achieve success or any of that stuff. I'm going to talk to you about why we don't have it yet, right? So I wanted to bring this up because I feel like it's so easy to focus on success. And you've heard me talk about, using that dream goal, that dream life to kind of set yourself up in the right direction. But I also say don't focus on it. And yet, it's one of those things that keep you going sometimes, right? So it's easy though to dream about success, to think about it, and yet we don't have it. And the question is, why don't we have it? So there are a lot of reasons, right? Maybe we're not being consistent. Maybe we're not really committed. Maybe we are just not doing the right things. We're just trying out different strategies. We're, whatever that looks like, there could be 1,000,001 reasons. But why are all those things a problem? Why aren't you betting on yourself? Why aren't you being more committed? Why aren't you being consistent? Why aren't you spending money and investing in whatever you need, a VA, a coach, a mastermind, whatever that looks like, right? Why? Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about something you've heard about, right? Fear of success, fear of failure. But what does that look like? I think of this as the dark side of momentum. Momentum is this big, scary rock, right? And there is success. And we're trying to roll this rock down the hill so that it gets enough momentum to keep going up the next hill towards success. Here's the thing. If any of you have ever been on a roller coaster, you've been at the top of the roller coaster and you're looking down. It's that like climb, and then you get to the top and it's like, oh crap, and then it goes down and then you just start screaming your head off. Now here's the difference. On that roller coaster, you are not the conductor, you are not the person at the controls, so you're just along for the ride at this point. But when it comes to your success, you are in control. You are the one deciding how slow we're going to go, how fast we're going to go, if those brakes are going to get pulled, if we're going to wear seatbelts or go crazy and try it out that way, right? There's so many things that we're controlling. But the dark side of momentum is that it's scary. Now, why is momentum scary? Because success is beautiful, but if we don't acknowledge that there is a dark side to success, a dark side to that momentum, then you're always going to self-sabotage. You're always going to doubt yourself. You're always going to have these fears hidden in the back of your head that you don't even realize you're having. What do I mean by that? Well, think of it as when you watch a movie, right? And there's this music playing. The music playing in the background, sometimes you notice it, sometimes you don't. But it either gets you excited for what's about to happen or it gets you nervous for what's about to happen. Whatever that is, it's the background music. That's all of us have that playing in the back of our head, whether we notice it or not. And some of us might have been the conductor of that music. Some of us most likely not. It's been written through the story of our life, right? The things that we've experienced, accomplished, all of those negative and positives have created this music reel that is playing that we don't realize is going on. And so sometimes when things happen, like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to get momentum. I've had this before where I start to get a lot of clients and then I would get scared because crap, how am I going to take on all these clients? How am I going to have enough time to hang out with my kids? It's like this whole thing of fear. And I don't always acknowledge that it's happening or even notice that it's happening. And then one day I was talking to a client about this and I was asking her, you've been on this journey for a long time. What are you afraid of? Because you're not committing, you're not being consistent. It has nothing to do with you not knowing how or, not having the time. And it has everything to do with self-sabotage, with something that's going on. So what are you afraid of? And she said? She said, I'm afraid that if I become successful in my job, that I'm going to run out of time and that my kids will not like me anymore. They'll be upset that or think that I'm resenting, or not resenting them, but that I'm ignoring them. And then, I'm going to lose this relationship with my kids. So once she acknowledged that, then now she can actually start to put things into place, right? Like, okay, how do we avoid that from happening? Having play dates with each of them, having a conversation like, hey, if you ever feel like mommy is not paying attention to you, or I'm so committed to my work, and whatever it is, I want you to talk to me about it. Like, all of these things can be remedied, but they can't be remedied if we don't acknowledge them. And that's why I wanted to bring that up today, because there's this music going on in the back of your mind, and it's just playing, and you probably have no idea it's playing. And you're wondering, why am I not so consistent? Why can't I be more committed? Why can't I? Why can't I? Why can't I? I want you to acknowledge that there is a dark side to success and momentum. And that is, the dark side to momentum is that it's scary going down that hill. It's scary trying to push, because what's on the other side of success? A lot of us are afraid of it. There's that beautiful thing, right? Like, wow, what if I have this beautiful house and I'm able to travel? But what if I lose all my money? What if people don't like me anymore? What if I become this vindictive, crazy person? What if people are only trying to be friends with me because of my money? There's all of this stuff, and all of us have it. We just don't realize that we have it. So I want you to sit down, and I want you to write down what your fears are. And sometimes if you sit down and ask people, okay, what really is stopping you? Like, what's the worst thing that could happen if you reach success? And then start writing that down. And then start to create a plan for it. How can I make sure this doesn't happen? Now, sometimes just having that and acknowledging that in your weekly sessions, or in your sessions where you're sitting down with yourself and looking at your business, and just acknowledging that is going to help you get over the hump. Sometimes you need somebody to help you through it, right? And so, but you're not going to be able to get any help unless you acknowledge it first. So that is this week's Momentum Mini, and I hope that it helps you guys to move forward and get that stone rolling. Bye guys, see you next week. Acknowledging that is going to help you get over the hump. Sometimes you need somebody to help you through it, right? And so, but you're not.
All right. Well, that's crazy. We're back. That was super quick. All right, guys. So that was an awesome Momentum Mini from Kai. And I cannot thank you enough, Kai, for all that you do. I'm glad you're getting to have a day off. And I'm going to show our funnel training next. And that starts with a skit. So one of our favorite things to do is to really make business fun. And so we do a momentum skit occasionally that actually, it's meant to be really funny and mimic what we do in our businesses in a really lighthearted way. So we have a skit, and then our funnel training, and then a tech tip all in a row. And I'll be right here with you guys live. So do comment in the chat and let me know that you're there. And if this little message comes up in your screen to get notified, please go ahead and click that so that you can get notified when we are live next time too. So one moment, we're going to get the funnel training up.
Hey guys, welcome to Coach Cleo's Coaching Hub for the Kooky Kids. I'm so glad you guys came today, because we're going to be talking about super fun funnels. Yeah, exactly. But first, we have to get in touch with my spiritual guide, the talking head. He's so creepy, but so cool. So, talking head, if you would, what should my first funnel be all about?
I believe it should be all about quizzes, because quizzes are for the cool kids.
Wow, that is so cool. Thank you, talking head. See you later. Okay, bye, talking head. He loves to stick around. It's really weird. But anyways, so let's move on with it. So our fun funnel is going to start with a lead magnet, right? Because you want the funnel to be fun, so people want to jump in. So what he said was we should start with a quiz. And that's true. Every time I see a quiz, I'm like, wow, that's super cool. So because we're super spiritual, I really want you guys to like think of a really fun lead magnet. So this is what I would suggest. This is what I have as my lead magnet. And it is a super fun quiz that tells you what your spiritual animal is, your spirit animal. That's the quiz. And I'm telling you, so many people come in. Now remember that only a percentage of those people are going to come into your offer. So like I have to reach like 1 million people to get like 20 people, but I get 1 million people so easy because they love the quiz. It's like crazy. Then once they do the quiz, like 5 minutes later, you're gonna jump into their mailbox and be like, "Hey, remember me, the fun funnel queen? That's me. Now, would you like to buy my offer? I am selling hot dogs because it makes total sense, right? I sell spiritual hot dogs, spiritual animals, your spirit animal, your spiritual hot dog. I mean, come on, guys. You see how that works? Okay, so now I want you guys to have some fun, and you go and create your own fun funnel. Woohoo! Now I'll see you guys next week on Coach Cleo's coaching club for the Cookie Kids. Woo! Oh, he's back. Okay. Bye.
Coach Cleo, I love your spirit, not just your spirit quiz, but your spirit as a person. I want to just make a couple suggestions that might make your funnel more magnetic and really produce the leads and the sales that you want. So let's take a look. For everyone else, this is a great refresher on how to do a magnetic funnel. So Coach Cleo has 2 steps. She had a freebie and then she had a low cost. Most funnels have actually 3. So we're going to go ahead and put those in here. Freebie, your low cost, your high cost. Okay, so typical. Now she mentioned a funnel, the typical funnel that we think of, and that is here coming in, that lots are coming into the top level. That's your freebie. Some are coming in at your low tier, your low cost, and then few are coming in at high cost. So this is the same thing here, here, here. Okay, just this is lead flow, and this that I have up here on the screen is actually a journey, the actual journey of the person through the flow. So we want to think of it not so much in that vertical one right now. We want to think about the horizontal journey through your offering. So Coach Cleo had a fun quiz, spirit quiz, and a hot dog as a spiritual hot dog, no less, but she had a hot dog. So when you jump from a quiz to a hot dog, whatever that may be in your low tier offering, it has to flow logically. And a lot of people do start here in the freebie and they think about what people would use and they kind of get their mind in this freebie state. And then these 2 stages don't come out they don't flow out as well. What I'm going to do is show you a reverse model, which takes you from the high value, high cost offering that you have all the way through to make it a super magnetic, very pulling, very motivating funnel. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to take out, I'm going to use the example of one of the coaching guests we had on the Coaching Quickie, Brooke Foreman. She has an acupuncture company and an amazing anti-inflammatory program. That's her high dollar offering. And it's like literally amazing, huge, amazing results. So we're going to go through and look at that. So when you think about your end item, your signature program, whatever it is, just think that's where we're at with this one. And we want to start with that end in mind. We also want to be thinking about our target audience. Number 1, target audience. And pain points. So these are like the biggest deal to me. These 2 are everything in my world. The pain points are, what do you solve for people? And I'm putting it down here because you need to understand your big picture, your end result. This very with finite detail. You need to understand exactly who your audience is and what their pain points are. So Brooke has a program. She ran people through, very, very successful right off the bat. Like she was trying her beta and people were buying. So we asked those people what they really loved about this anti-inflammatory coaching program. I know I was in the program for all of the videos and the testimonials. So I know that people really loved her recipes. And my favorite was an AccuRoller that she was offering, and that, I don't know why, but this is maybe a pain point of wrinkles. So if you start thinking about what people's pain points were that made them so drawn to that, the recipes, it was vitality, I did not leave enough room for myself, and youth. So making you feel younger, letting you feel less achy. If you felt like stiffness and headaches and stress, a lot of that stuff that we feel, it could very well be because of your food. So Brooke's recipes were huge and they got really good results. So if you're thinking in this high value area and you're trying to define it so that we can figure out these steps, you got to list these out. What did they love? AccuRoller, recipes. There was so much more, but they also loved her yoga and they loved her one-on-one. So her live coaching. So all of these, if you list out, okay, what do people love? Again, who's my audience? What do they love? What are their pain points? And then you go back one step. So we're like pulling out what it was that was so cool about that program and giving people a taste of it on your low cost. So one of the big ones for her was recipes. So when we went back a step, we said, what can we do with some recipes that we can make in the 37 somewhere range? And we came up with what I think is awesome, especially for right now. It is a virtual Hawaii retreat. And it is awesome. She has recipes. She has meditation video and yoga video. And these are all just like deliverable by email. So they're not a huge program. I mean, they actually are in a course format for hers, but you don't have to do that. We actually took it to the extreme of having everything done. But it's like a 3-day Hawaii retreat, virtual retreat you can do. You can have recipes that taste like the tropics. You can have some audio with waves and video. And then there's a couple other things that are in there, but she literally walks you through. And what you're doing is getting addicted to her. And then this takes it a step further. Like, hey, you felt a little better with some of these recipes. Well, now we can show you why. Okay, so this becomes so attractive to this middle step. Let's take it a step further. So what can we do to pull out of here to make it something that people would want for a freebie? And again, has to kind of flow naturally. So always thinking, what is it that they want? They want to have what vitality? Maybe they want to have less wrinkles. They want to feel youthful. Maybe they have pain. So you start listing out your freebies, and we're going to go through some awesome ideas for freebies and as well as some good, the bad, and the ugly of freebies. So we're just going to be brainstorming on this level right now. But let's, some of the things that we have created, we did do a quiz, but it was more from a how's your body feeling standpoint. Definitely a good little freebie, but we have to figure out the path for it. We also have a meditation audio. So the cool part about doing an audio is you're getting them slightly addicted to you. You gave them something, and maybe it is literally just on a page. Even they didn't even have to sign up for it, but you gave them something, and you're tracking them, so you're able to see, oh, hey, they played that audio in my email or whatnot. Let's also offer them this. So freebie doesn't have to mean that they have to put in their information. I'll definitely put it that way. You want to get their contact info, but you can tag them in other ways. So for her, she had, at the holidays, she gave a meditation audio for how stressful it was. we have a little quiz. We have like a backache one. So we have all these options of freebies that she's created, but which one would naturally lead in, right? So the meditation audio was great because it gave them a little taste of her and they want more because she is very addictive, very beautiful sounding. And so they could naturally go into the next level. It also could be a checklist that is anti-inflammatory checklist. This is what she has right now that she's building out. And it's a great lead into all of this stuff. It's like, are you feeling XYZ? And do you want to make a change? Yes, then this is the natural progression. So when you make a flow like this that starts with the end in mind, it's a natural for people to come through. This is the lead magnet that's actually pulling people through. So again, pay attention to your target audience, know their pain points, build out the most important thing so that you can get back into that normal funnel. You can offer your freebie. They're going to want the next level. They're going to want the next level. And then they're going to keep, like, she could go with a membership level after that if she wants. So if you have any questions about how to create a funnel that's magnetic for your own business, do book a consultation and we can talk about funnels. We also have the Momentum Studio 5-day challenge that we are offering. We're not doing it live anymore. It is recorded because we gave our beta test run, but it is a great thing to have. We also have some Momentum parties coming up, which are really cool ways to get to kind of like group tackle, if you will, different things in your business. Super, super fun. There you have it, guys. That's your magnetic funnel plan. So I hope that this is super helpful. Let me know in the comments if this is valuable to you, if there were any nuggets that you got. It would really help me to understand what you love and what we could do more of if you comment and let us know. Next up, we have a coaching quickie, we have a tech tip and a momentum tip, all just little segments for you, so stay tuned. And next week, we're going to have another segment, the final segment of the 3-part series, and it's about freebies. So it's the good, the bad, and the ugly of freebies, and we're going to talk about what mistakes people make in their freebies, as well as give you a long list of freebie ideas. If you are at all lacking in freebies, it's a long list that you can tweak and make into your own freebies or offers. So we'll see you next week for that segment. And right now we're going to get to your tech tip. Okay, so my tech tip is to always have 2 cameras running if you're doing video. And the reason why we do this is it's really nice to have a different shot every now and then. If you mess up and you need a cut scene, it's much better to get a different perspective and or a visual that's in between there. So always when you're creating any video, I'm using Zoom on my computer with a webcam. I have my phone set up on a tripod, and the goal is to get as much good video and options in case I mess up. So there's your tech tip.
Hi. You're right in the background. Okay. Tessa, I'm sorry.
That's what I want to do, though.
Hi. This is directions for my spiritual coach. Okay.
It's hot in here. Okay, I'm ready. Huh. Just kidding, it's not real. We did our funnel training and tech tip and some bloopers for you. So it's very entertaining, to say the least. It's so much fun doing what we do for you guys. So I just wanted to wrap up, and if you guys have any questions, we can do them live. We are going to go a little light today on our show because, well, to be honest with you, I think you guys are all out doing Black Friday stuff right now. So So one of the things that we do have coming down the pipeline for you guys is our freebie list. And so the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly show goes into more depth on how to do those freebies, like what is good or bad about the ones that are out there. What do you need to avoid or steer clear of when you're doing this whole process? And we do have a list of a lot of different ideas you can use for creating freebies. And again, our December event is free, so you should definitely mark the date so that you can start fine-tuning your freebies and make that impact. Get those freebies to generate your leads and make it easier to convert, just like you saw in the funnel that I showed you with Brooke Foreman. It's really, really not rocket science, you guys. We can do this, and we're here to help you along the way. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is put up one last thing. And then again, we're here every Friday at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern time. And there is a link in our in the post to get notifications, so you can get a reminder when we go live by text or by email. And then also is a form to fill out if you have a question and if we're not live and you want to ask a question, you can submit your question on our form. You can also be a live coaching guest. So a coaching quickie, if you hashtag coaching quickie in the chat, we can get you on to the show, and we do a little preliminary coaching like before we go live, and then we actually coach you live on this channel for 40,000 or plus. I think we're 60,000 now in Women's Entrepreneur Network. We also are live on a 400,000 group and several others. So if you want to take advantage of some of that extra publicity and are willing to be coached and kind of in that live environment, let us know. Again, hashtag coach me. And we also can do a recorded one on that. So if you prefer not to be live, but you still want kind of that publicity and exposure, then let us know that you want to do the coaching quickie, but just in a recorded form. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I just want to say I'm so thankful for all of you that are watching and everyone that helps to make this show a possibility. Kai, thank you, Kai. It's amazing working with you. I learn something new every single time we talk. And even when we're not talking, I'm learning from you. So just so excited to be part of Women's Entrepreneur Network. Thank you, Haley Gray, for letting us go live in the channel. And we'll see you guys all next week.